If you are a business owner and do not have a website, then there are chances that people around you will keep telling you that, hey, get a website, it will solve all your problems. And if you go to YouTube, you will be bombarded with videos which claim that having a website is one of the most important things a business should do. But the $1,000,000 question is, do you really need a website? Hi, my name is Shashank, and in this video, I'm going to challenge this very notion which says that a website is one of the most important things that a business should have. See, in today's age and world, building a website is just a matter of a few clicks and a few hours. Gone are the days when you need to hire developers and designers and spend weeks and months trying to design a website for yourself. With tools like Shopify, WordPress, Wix, and other website builders, building a website is easier than ever. But the question to be asked here is, will having a website automatically attract customers? In this video, we are going to take examples of businesses from different industries and try to figure out how they can survive and thrive without having a website. Let's take my example. When I started my company back in 2017, I foolishly thought that having a website is going to solve all my business problems. I will start attracting customers. So I spent some time, tried building a nice website using WordPress, and then I waited and waited, hoping that people will find my website and I will start getting customers and a lot of money. And that's when I realized no one is going to just magically discover my website. You see, building a website is only a tiny part of the entire game. There's a lot more that has to be done before a website can start generating sales. Number one, you need to drive traffic, and not just any traffic, relevant traffic. Number two, you need to optimize your website such that people who visit the website turn into leads, which eventually becomes customers. Number three, you need to maintain your website, which involves hosting costs, domain costs, and then you have to ensure that it is free from cyber attacks. And this is exactly what happens to other businesses out there. They too think that having a website is going to solve most of their problems. And to make things worse, the internet, the developers, the marketing agencies out there will constantly pester these business owners saying that, hey, you should really have a website, you should really have a website. And it will drive these business owners mad and crazy. And eventually a lot of them end up building a website, spending their time, resources, and money. But what happens after this? Website bana liya, uske baad ka kya? Kaun batayega? Now, before we proceed with the video, let me make this clear. I'm not saying that having a website is not important. It is important. But is it going to be the top priority that a business needs to solve for? The answer would be no. So in this video, we're going to take a lot of examples to understand how businesses can operate without having a website. But before we get into examples, let's first understand what is the goal of having a website. What are the different reasons as to why businesses try and build a website for themselves? Number one reason would be to drive sales. Now, e-commerce websites or D2C companies, their main goal of having a website is so that people can purchase from the website itself. Number two, websites can be informational, wherein there is a lot of information that is there on the website which people can access and then make informed decisions. For example, there are government websites which have information about government schemes, or there are educational institutes which use websites to provide information about the courses that they offer. The third would be showcasing a portfolio of either products or services. Now, freelancers, photographers, designers, they may want to showcase their portfolio by having a website. Fourth would be to enable discovery on Google or the internet. For example, if people are searching for something on Google or YouTube or the internet, can your website appear? Example, Zomato's website will not let you purchase from the website. However, it has a lot of pages which enables discovery. For example, if you go to Google and search for best burger near me, Zomato's website appears. So Zomato's website is there to provide information and enable discovery on Google and the internet. Fifth would be to build trust. Now, there are many businesses out there which have a website because they want to build trust amongst their potential customers. Take my company as an example. My website does not enable people to purchase from the website directly, but my website is there because I want people to trust the company before they make a purchase. Now, these are some of the main reasons why businesses build websites. Of course, there can be other reasons, but these are the 6 major reasons as to why websites exist. Now, before you want to build a website, ask yourself, do you really need a website? If yes, what is the purpose that this website is expected to solve? Is it here to drive sales and revenue? Is it here to build trust? Is it here to showcase your portfolio? Ask yourself, what is the prime purpose of having a website for my business? In my case, Stone Santa's website does not enable transactions on the website itself. However, the purpose of my website is for 2 reasons. One, enabling discovery on Google. So if you go to Google and search for handmade portraits or caricatures or wedding invites, my website ranks at the top. So it enables me to discover customers through Google. And number two, it is there to build trust. Now, suppose if somebody wants to place an order and they are doubtful if the company is legit or if I am legit, in that case, having a website builds trust. So one should be very clear of the purpose for which the website exists. Now that we have a rough idea of why businesses are investing money in order to build a website, let's take some examples to see how different businesses can meet their goals without having a website. Let's take the first example, the restaurant or the cafe business. Now, if you start a restaurant or a cafe, your goal would be to drive sales and revenue, which involves getting customers to discover you, right? Now, can this be done without having a website? I mean, ask yourself as a consumer, if you want to go to a restaurant, do you search for their website or you go to Google and search for pizza near me, burger near me, etc.? You don't really need to discover the website of a restaurant or a cafe to visit them or place an order from them, right? You can either go to Google and search for it, or you can go to platforms like Swiggy, Zomato, and Magic Pin and then place your order. So why bother creating a website in the first place when you can list yourself on Google My Business, you can list yourself on Swiggy, Zomato, Magic Pin, and then the business can start getting sales. And eventually, if needed, you can build a website for yourself. See, I'm not saying that a cafe or a restaurant does not need a website. There are many restaurants and cafes who have websites, but try to understand the purpose of these websites. Let's take McDonald's as an example. If you go to Google and search for McDonald's, first thing, the website is not going to appear at the top. The first listing that you will see is of Google My Business. After that, you may see the McDonald's website, and if you click on it, sad part, you cannot place an order for a burger or a Coke on the website. And McDonald's is just one example. There are many other chains out there which do have websites, but you cannot purchase from the website. They are there to provide information, they are there for investor relations, they are there for franchisee partnerships, but not to enable transactions. So if you are a restaurant owner or a cafe owner, spend time building a nice Google My Business where you can add customer reviews from your customers, or try to optimize your Swiggy and Zomato profile rather than investing your time and money into building a website. Second, the real estate business. Now, top builders and real estate companies will have a website, but the question to ask here is, do they get most of their customers through their website? And the answer is no. Most of the leads and the customers that these companies generate is not from their website, but rather through third-party channel partners or brokers or marketplaces like 99 Acres, Magic Bricks, Housing.com, etc. And if it comes to generating leads, they generate leads by running ads on social media platforms. But having a website is beneficial, of course. It enables the potential customer to build trust, but is it absolutely necessary? And the answer is no. There are thousands of small-time builders and real estate companies which are selling flats left, right, and center without having a website for themselves. Third, the D2C industry or the e-commerce industry. Now, there are hundreds of D2C companies, direct-to-consumer companies, which started off by selling their products on marketplaces like Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Ajio, Meesho, etc. And at that point, they did not have a website. Let's take Boat as an example. When Boat started off in 2014, the initial few customers that they got was through Amazon itself. They did not have a website at that point. And if you look at Boat's revenue in 2019, 20 or 21, 86% of their revenues have come from online marketplaces and not their own website. And Boat is just one example out there. There are many other companies which exist on marketplaces, but they do not have a website of their own. So if multi-crore companies like Boat did not really need a website to get started, do you think you need a website? Imagine this. If you're selling clothes, you can sell them on Myntra, Ajio, etc. If you're selling products, you can sell them on Amazon, Flipkart, Meesho, etc. So please ask this question to yourself really hard. Will having a website solve for my problem with sales? If the answer is a strong yes, then go about investing into the website. Otherwise, you can start figuring out sales strategies on marketplaces. Fourth, let's take freelancers as an example. Wedding photographers, designers, video editors, etc. Now, a freelancer may say to themselves that, hey, if I have a website, I can showcase my portfolio and then I can charge clients. Of course, you can. But then there are many freelance platforms like Fiverr.com, Upwork, Freelancer.com, LinkedIn service marketplace, where a freelancer can register themselves and then offer services. And if you go and read case studies, there are multiple freelancers who are making upwards of $100,000 per annum by selling freelance services. And these guys do not have a website. These platforms offer a place where you can showcase their portfolio and also you can attract customers. Of course, having a website can increase the chances for you to be able to charge a premium. For example, if you're a logo designer on Fiverr who is charging say $5 for a logo, having a website will increase your reputation and perhaps you can charge $10. But do you need a website to get started? The answer is no. Fifth, the healthcare or the medical industry. Now, if you have to go visit a doctor, do you really think you're going to go start hunting for a website before you can go book an appointment? If you're looking for a doctor, what will you do? You will go to Google and search for the problem that you have. For example, knee doctor near me, dermatologist near me, cardiologist near me, or you may go to Practo and search for the problems that you have. For example, mental health doctor near me, something like that, right? So having a website for a hospital or a nursing home may not be necessary to get started with. They can always register themselves on Google My Business, and their focus could be to optimize their Google My Business such that they're able to attract potential patients. The idea is to be visible on Google, right? I mean, go to Google and search for any healthcare problem that you may have. The first few results are always going to be the Google My Business listings, followed by Practo, or followed by listing platforms like JustDial, Sulekha.com, etc. So if I were running a small hospital or a nursing home, I would first put my efforts into creating a nice Google My Business profile for myself, registering myself on Practo, and then registering myself on JustDial, Sulekha.com and other listing platforms. Of course, large chains like Apollo, Fortis, Manipal, etc. have a website. But ask yourself this question: does a small nursing home need a website? The answer would be no. Now, these are just some examples where we've taken into consideration different industries and tried to understand how these can survive without having a website. Now, please note, I'm not saying that having a website is not important. It is important. But is it the first thing that you need in order to get started? The answer would be no. There are many platforms out there where you can register yourself as a business and start getting sales. Guys, please understand, if you're a business or an individual, if you need to build a website, first ask yourself, what is the goal of the website? If it is to build a portfolio, then there are many portfolio platforms out there. If you're a designer, you can build a portfolio on Behance. If you're a freelancer, you can build your portfolio on LinkedIn, or you can use Notion.com to build a nice portfolio for yourself and not have to worry about maintaining a website or the expenses that are involved with it. If you want to increase sales for your business, registering on Google My Business is a great way to get started. If you're a restaurant, getting registered on Swiggy, Zomato, etc. would be a good place to start off. All I'm trying to tell you is a business can survive and thrive without a website. A website is necessary, yes, but should not be the top priority when you're getting started. I hope this video was helpful and you found some value out of this. Thank you so much for watching, and if you've watched this video till this very end, take your hand, pat yourself on the back, and I will see you in the next video.